Hello Internet, Merry Christmas. I won't go on about Christmas because you might be watching this in June. Anyway, I felt I needed one more tool, just one more, for my woodwork enterprise, should we call it. What's in here then? This is to go basically alongside my bandsaw. There's something sweeping the internet at the minute called bandsaw boxes. They're like little mini drawer type things. You'll see, my next video will be a bandsaw boxes, a bandsaw box. Well, first I need to open this and use it, find out how it works. So this is, let me get it out, show you. And he said, do you know what it is yet? In an Australian accent. But I shouldn't really say that, should I? It is, let me show you a brief picture of it. There we go. It's a belt sander. A belt and disc sander to be exact. There's lots and lots of pieces in this. I think in the bandsaw there was a couple of things in this. There looks like there's a lot of bits and bobs, so I might have to come back to you again. But we'll see. Drag everything out first. You might or might not see this part of the video. That's the main body. There's a few spur belts. I think there's 2 or 3. They're probably different grades of sandpaper. And it's already set up with some on, which is good. So it's been a few days, probably a week, since you saw me play with the bandsaw. I've used it a bit since, still love it, it's great. The only addition I've got is because I had an extension lead running all the way around the garage to be able to plug things in on this side, and I know I'm moving them over there, but I've added this. Can you see it from there? So it's flush, but press a button and you get 2 USBs and 3 sockets. And when you're done, goes flush again. Really neat. It looks industrial type. That's just a piece of wood in a bag. I don't know if it was to protect this or to have a play with it. Why would you buy one of these and not have any wood to play with? Okay, they both run off the same motor because when you turn one the other one moves. Okay. Quick read the instructions, I'll come back to you. Okay, so you know when you buy something for your computer and it says plug and play, and it's like a mouse or a webcam or something, and it's literally plug and play. You plug it in and your computer recognises it. That's what this is like. there's virtually no setup to it. Let me just give you an overview. So comes with a belt already installed and tensioned. Comes with a disc already installed and tensioned. There's a spare one of them and a spare one of them. And then here's the parts. So we've got an adjustment Allen key, a top sanding stop bar, 2 holding screws for this, which is the table guide. This is a cover plate so that you can cover the top of it or underneath. I'll show you that in a minute, just to make it safer while you're using it, so nobody can walk in and say, oh, what's that, and touch it. This is just a quick help guide with a scan me for tips and tricks. Meter guide, mitre guide. This is a holding pin for that table. That's it, I think. That's it. Let's have a look. Back up here. Probably better like that. So, what have we got? On off switch, obviously. Let me give you some specs first. There we go. So it is a Vonhaus 3500 181. Technical specifications, there's hardly anything to it. Rated voltage 230 to 240 volts. Rated power 370 watts. Rated frequency 50 hertz, and total load speed 2,980 revolutions per minute. So pretty fast. Can you see there? I've turned my diesel heater off because it makes that noise while it's warming up, and whenever it kicks in, whenever it drops below the temperature, you get a big behind me, so I've turned it off. 8 degrees currently. So let's take you around here. So we've got exhaust, that's where all your dust comes out. So your dust goes behind this front plate and travels along the belt or inside the belt and down this exhaust flue, and then you just attach. That's not a normal Hoover size on the back, so you'd have to get an adapter or something for that, but that's pretty easy. Then we have got, like I've already said, when the belt moves, the wheel moves, and vice versa. So they both run off the same motor. That's why you've got this gauge. So if I'm working here, I can actually cover this part of it. Or if I use this Allen key that I've just showed you, and just at the back here there's a locking nut. So if we open that, this then lifts up. How good is that? Up to 90 degrees, and then you can lock it in place. And then you can use it that side or that side. Again, if it's open, you're working on one side, this can then fit on the other side to protect whoever's this side of it, I suppose. Don't think I'll be bothering with that, to be fair. Let's put this down. I don't believe I've nearly showed you all the features, but that said, it's already obvious to me that it's going to be very versatile. There's a rubber stop down here that stops vibration, so if it is sitting, obviously if that was just loose or sat on metal, it'd be vibrating. Two things here. This wheel is a tightening wheel. There's 2 tensioning wheels here, and if you loosen them, the wheel goes in and makes the belt loose. If you tighten it, it expands and tensions it, and then with it loose, this is the release clamp, so you pull back off that and then the belt can just slide off as such and change it for a new belt. Just make sure it is in the centre of the wheels. Show you how it slides off. Like so. So, and then just put another one on its place. So if I turn that now, you probably can't see that. I can with the naked eye. It's just slowly moving up to tension. Pull it back down, put the belt back on. Again, just make sure it's in the middle. Obviously, if it's not in the middle, if one end's over, it's going to start moving and eventually fall off. Just make sure it's in the middle of the rollers. Once it's in the middle of the rollers, clamp and then tighten up. And then there's no movement, it will come off. And then down. And tighten up. One thing that's more service or maintenance is this is where the motor's in the bottom and this is where the drive belt is. I'm not taking that cover off now, but there's a rubber drive belt just like a fan belt on your car. The cars have fan belts these days. I don't know, you know, when I used to mess with them they had fan belts. Of course they do, they must have. So if that wears or stretches or snaps or burns out, you can just take that off and buy a replacement one. So wheels back. Back round. I'm not going to put this on, but that's a guide that just goes on. In case you're working and don't want to go past the edge, I probably won't use that a lot. I obviously will use this a lot. So you can see here that there's two screw holes. This pin just holds it in place, and then the bottom one, the bottom adjustment knob, just screws in there. There you go. That is 90 degrees. So there's your angle on the bottom. Up to 45 degrees. Let's plug it in. See how loud it is. Just thinking I could have popped the extension. There we go. See that? Wasn't tensioned enough. Okay, so you know when you think there's something wrong with it, it can't possibly be you. The tensioning screw, I just thought all the way to one end, all the way to the other, and then just tighten it up all the way, and that'll be it. But it's not. It's actually a delicate adjustment. So bit by bit, that way it was going off that way, it's coming back this way, and now it's balanced. So is me. Now then, did I have a piece of wood somewhere? Here we go. Does what it says on the tin, that's 30 degrees. I reckon I do need a hose on there, and I do need a mask, because that is very fine. So I need this. I've started a project actually, I should have shown you halfway through. I don't think I've videoed anyway. It's a practice one, and then once I've had a practice I'm going to show you guys. So I'm making a bushcraft knife from scratch. Let's bring you over here. So, oops. Yeah, I'm making a bushcraft knife from scratch. So this is from a metal file, which was like yay big, and I basically just drew the shape, started filing the blade down. I don't know whether to leave the file shape on. I think it looks good, but anyway, I'm going to get this to a point, see how sharp I can get it. It is sharp because I did cut myself, and then a bit of hardwood handle on it, and that's what I can use this for. I can use this for sharpening it up as well, and then yeah, I've got a few jobs lined up for it. So there you go, the Vonhaus 3500 181 cost me £100 from Amazon, next day delivery. Time will tell. It looks okay, it's really easy to set up. Time will tell whether it's any good, but I do need it. There's various things in here that I've needed it for, and I definitely need it for the bandsaw boxes, which might be my next video. I'm going to do that tomorrow. It's Christmas Day. I'm going to go in now. I might even have a drink. I've not had a drink for a long time, but we'll see. Okay, until next time, I hope that was helpful. I'm not going to say all the subscribe, thumbs up, like, all that kind of stuff, but I just did. Yeah, I might even get a camping in January. Definitely going to camp this year. Right. Catch you later, guys.